It's a new podcast. Yeah, there's your intro.
Is it
Done.
so? Okay. Bloody hell. Well, what is this podcast then, Trin?
It's basically the start of everything. After this, there's going to become a lot more, maybe a Minecraft server that I'm going to stream anyway, and so is someone else. I don't know about Infected, but the Minecraft
Why
server's coming.
why wouldn't I stream it? Of
You
course
can stream it if you want.
Which one are you talking about?
The private and maybe public one if
Oh,
it
I'll
gets.
stream both of them, yeah. I mean, the private one would be so fun. It's gonna be modded. It's gonna be amazing.
Which means there's going to be a lot of pranks. I like
Yeah.
pranks.
I've already thought about well, hiding TNT in people's houses.
Oh, great. So I have to bedrock mine, do I?
Yeah. I'm gonna set booby traps in your strip mines, in your houses, in your storage rooms, everywhere. You're not gonna know.
Great. That's just great. That's great. Thanks for that.
As well as my ultimate plan for like the server is to become a master vampire with the vampirism mod, turn you into a vampire, become a master hunter, and hunt you down and kill you. So, big plans.
Why are you bullying me?
Why not?
There's gonna be like 5 other people on this server.
Well, maybe I'll do it to them too. But you're the main person I'm gonna hunt down and murder.
Why? What have I done to you?
So that could be really bad out of context. Oh, we're off to a great start. All right.
We'll call the police. He's trying to murder me.
It's not a friend, it's a promise. Anyway, moving on swiftly. Oh god, and then we got the public server. I'm not sure what we're gonna happen with that.
That public server's probably gonna have to wait, but there should be one coming.
And it's the one
From what
that's
we
just gonna be an SMP.
SMP. Just, take every win we can find, plop them in there. You can never escape again. Yeah, this is going to be your one main server from now on.
Also, on the topic of the servers that we possibly will be making, I made sure that the private one we've got has the voice chat mod. So we can literally just hide in each other's houses and just scream whenever they walk through the door.
Oh dear God, everyone cover your ears.
So basically, it's really cool because we don't have to be on Discord call ever, unless we're actually doing something together. Because we can just walk up to each other and say hi and whatnot. So I think that would be really cool. It's on MC Eternal 12.2.
I heard you. Yeah.
Is that?
My dog's completely destroyed my Oh, oh no.
What's happened?
What happened?
What's
Well,
happened?
oh, here's a funny story. So the whole time when I was trying to get my card ready, like my very first card, my dog, we're still training. This sounds really bad. We're still training my 7-year-old dog. She got it from her dad. So she has a thing where she likes to go up to the door and quote unquote save us from the postman. Most dogs do it. But yeah, I was terrified that one day she was just gonna grab my card and tear it to pieces. I'd just have to buy a new one.
You have to buy a credit card or like a what?
It's a debit card.
You have to pay for those, do you?
No, I don't think so. But I was so terrified she was gonna break the first one I ever got.
The first one I ever got cut in half because it turns out it was useless.
Right?
Well, the bank gave me the wrong one, so I couldn't it didn't have a chip in it, so I couldn't use it. So then I had to wait like 6 months to get one with a chip in, and then probably 6 months after that, they went and changed it from whatever it was to like they do Mastercards now. So I had to get a new card again. So basically, I had 3 cards in the span of like a year and a half.
Great,
Still,
great.
to be fair, the new card is very nice.
Is it?
Yeah, it's very nice design.
Oh dear God, I'm reading this letter. Hold on, I'm gonna read you something. I want you to tell me if I'm gonna have no power for the rest of the week because that's what happens in my mind. Work will involve grinding of switches and crossings using a railroad vehicle. This work will include the use of power tools, cutting, grinding equipment, hand tools, and brake site lightly fixed speed. Let alone this is a railroad letter. I live not even a road away. I can see the railroad. I hear the trains every morning.
So it's a letter about what? Like what they're doing?
Yeah, it's just a little bit of fixing the railroads or something.
Yeah, you have to, because railroads, right, they have to be extremely flat. Otherwise, the train cannot run on them. So they do a lot of maintenance all the time. Uh,
You have no idea. There is quite literally just a road between me and this railroad. Okay, it's just a road I can cross to get to it. That's about it.
it was like that in my last house.
Oh,
And
I'm gonna.
to be fair, having a train not far from your house is a good thing
Why?
for commuting.
Commuting.
Am I wrong?
Yes, because I'm a very lonely person. I have no friends. Who am I gonna commute with?
Well, commuting is typically for work, but sure.
Yeah, I'm
Anyways,
getting I'm getting work close to home. I'm not going all out.
well, some people, like even my brother, he's gone. I mean, I say to Bristol, but we're from Bristol, so it's not far. But he has gone to Bristol for work.
I thought you were Welsh.
No, I live in Wales. I'm not Welsh. I don't shag sheep. God,
You,
I'm crushing
you
this now.
you can't say that.
I can. I live here, don't I? No, yeah. I
You
mean,
just
you must have the worst memory. I tell you what.
me.
Yeah. I don't know how many times I told you I'm not Welsh. I'm from Bristol.
I do have a bad memory, but it's not as bad as you tell me it is. I've got
Uh,
a tenner just sat on my desk.
you're like me now. Just have money signing it. I had I don't know how I obtained it, but I had literally £25 in pound coins, just sitting on my desk for about 2-3 months.
Yeah,
Forgot I had it. It's all in my wallet now, so my wallet is fucking. Because I keep. I don't know why, but I like change, right?
I like change.
I like to keep change. I carry one of every coin in my wallet at
Were
all
you
times.
one of those kids as a baby where the mum and dad would chingle keys over your head?
I don't fucking know. I don't know about you,
That's what it
Trin, but I
sounds
can't
like.
exactly remember much from when I was a baby.
I remember loads. I remember I get memory spurts every now and then because of my how bad my memory is. So I have like literally memory covered my brain and stuff. Anyway, I've had plenty of memories come back to me where I'm sat in a pushchair being pushed along the sidewalk. I don't think I'm meant to remember those memories, but I do.
I've got a lot of memories of fighting with my brother. I Does anyone remember you remember those plastic Guitar Hero guitars? But
Oh
they were
yeah,
toys. They weren't for like the game or anything.
yeah.
Yeah, I bashed one of those on my brother's head before.
Why?
I don't fucking know, but I did.
You can't do that to
Yeah, but this
someone.
was like I don't know. It must have not been very old. Like 6, maybe younger.
Jesus.
I don't know. Why not? Give me a good reason.
Any reasons, actually. For one, you could have killed him.
Well, I didn't. So, but yeah, and I remember. Weirdly enough, I remember learning how to ride a bike when I was 2.
Right.
Because
You made
I
me
had
feel
a.
bad now.
What? Can you not ride a bike?
I learned how to ride a bike maybe when I was 6, 7.
Well, a lot of the stuff I learned when I was little. I don't remember learning to swim, but my mom claims I've been swimming since I was 2. And she says the way she learnt me, it's for chucking me in the deep end and hope for the best. This must have been 2005, 2006. So back then this was okay, but still,
Yeah.
she explains how she just lobs me in the water and hopes for the best. And it must have worked because I'm alive, but still, mental.
Before you get all excited, I've just followed the podcast
I
because I've
see.
only just found it. I've only just remembered it exists. We're already
Oh,
on it,
the thing that we're
but I've only
currently
just
doing, I've
remembered it
forgotten
exists.
exists. Sorry about that. Anyway, back onto my bike story. Um, I had a Spider-Man bike, which we got off some guy, and because we
Yeah.
were too poor to afford stabilizers, we just didn't have them. So we had a big driveway though. So my mom just basically on the driveway. I told her not to let go. She let go, and I was fine. But yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
but I think that's what all parents do, really.
Well, no, I had to teach my little sister how to ride a bike 'cause she's an idiot. But she did. She had stabilizers for ages. I just took them off and let her ride the bike. She can do it now. And I taught my brother how to ride a bike and my other sister ride a bike. I don't know. I just believe in passing on skills. Like you need to know skills, no matter if it's riding a bike or like I don't know. I taught my sister how to cook as well the other day. Cook just
You
pasta.
sound like the head of your family. You're the hierarchy here.
Basically am. But I was teaching her to cook. She can cook pasta now. I taught her how to cook bacon not long ago. Next time I get a steak, I'm gonna teach her how to cook a steak. I taught my
Here's a funny story.
okay.
I've got a funny story for you.
Go on then.
You mentioned pasta. So just while we're on the subject of food, my mum once put pasta in a pot to cook, all right? And while there was still water in there, it set on fire.
What? How did
She set pasta on.
I don't claim to be an expert chef, but I don't see how that's possible.
Oh yeah, she also dropped me, but I'm fine.
Oh, a lot of babies have been dropped.
You don't understand. I was maybe a month old or something. I can't remember how old I was, but I couldn't even sit up yet. And my mum had had that little sleep that she put me on the side of the table and just thought to herself that I could sit up by myself. And she walked off. My uncle had to dive to catch me as I fell on the floor.
Well, I think people who find out they were dropped as a baby over exaggerate a bit because you're clearly not dead, so you're fine. I mean, some people probably got it off pretty bad, and I'm not going to mention because I'll get in trouble, but you know what I mean.
Anyway, back to your sister cooking pasta.
Well, I taught her to cook
Better than
pasta.
my brother.
I taught my other sister to play piano, and she taught my little sister how to play piano.
I want to play piano. I'm learning. I don't know that much.
Just need to learn to read music, that's all.
I can read music.
I found drums the easiest, weirdly enough. People say drums are hard, but I don't know, I found it really easy.
I have a friend that plays drums.
It's because a lot of the stuff is very simple. The music symbols, it's easy to read, unbelievably easy.
For you, maybe.
Well, I don't know. I can play instruments, so I don't know if just learning another instrument was just like second nature again. But I don't know.
In my old primary school, um, I did guitar for 2 years, and one of my best mates did drums. So whenever there was a little concert with my team, I always had my best mate behind me on drums. But then again, they took the guitar off me and just told me to sing, so I must have been really bad at guitar.
Well, who knows? What was the first instrument you learned to play then? Whether it be
Oh,
terribly or good, doesn't matter.
flute and then the violin.
Flute and violin. Damn, that's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, they gave a bunch of primary schoolers a bunch of violins and told us we had to play this in front of all our mums or dads or we'll fail.
I was given a French horn.
French horn.
Yeah.
Out of all the instruments, French horn.
Yeah, I mean, it was fucking massive, I've got to say. They had some kind of a fucking, I think, what's it called, a cello? The big one?
Yeah, cello.
It was like twice the size of the kid.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Like, what? Why are you giving kids these massive, heavy things? Ridiculous. But I could play it, at least.
Have you heard of a didgeridoo?
That's the one where it makes like the throaty noises, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Every time I hear someone play a didgeridoo, I go up to them and say, "Can you didgeridoo?"
Can you didgeridoo shut the fuck up? Fucking hell. You're very rude, Trin, I gotta say.
Whatever scene I since I saw it somewhere. Can't remember where I saw it. I've never forgotten the joke, so I have to do the joke.
Is that a joke from somewhere, or is that just a genuine joke, like a general joke?
I think it's just a general joke.
Well, you're a comedic genius.
I'm a chameleon.
Sure. I don't know. You okay?
I mean, I change colours when I'm ill, so
Yeah, that just makes you human.
I go from a peachy white to I'm paper.
What is a peachy white? What is that?
Um, I don't know, but I've been told I'm whiter than the Irish.
Um. Well. Sure. Yeah.
I
Why not?
am part Irish, actually.
I think a lot of people are.
Oh,
According to America, like, what was it? 1/4 of America claims Irish heritage.
yeah, my nana's it's either my nana's mum or my nana's grandmum was Irish.
Hmm.
So I've got part Irish in me somewhere.
Well,
Uh,
to be fair, I've got Scottish and Irish in me, but if I had to pick one, it would be Scottish.
why?
It's just stronger people, isn't it? The Scottish are unbelievably scary people.
I believe everyone is an unbelievably scary person.
Well, if you look at them, look at the stuff they've got in like in like how it is up there. If you imagine that, say, 300 years ago, I mean, they were still living there then. No heating, no proper insulation for house, nothing like that. So, pretty tough people. I mean, not long ago. It was like snowing there for like 3 weeks straight. So if you imagine that without having all the comforts we have these days, tough people.
Here's a question for you
Alright.
to see where you're based. Someone places a baby in front of you and says to you, someone has to die for the world to live. And then he walks off behind some sort of bulletproof thing or something. I don't know, a weapon-proof thing. So you can't kill the person who's made you decide this. Are you
Well,
going to kill the baby?
it being me, and I know this is not the actual answer because it's not allowed to be, but it being me, I would grab the guy before he walks away,
Oh,
and I would like finisher move, pull his throat out. I don't know.
oh, okay. I mean, I
Trent,
guess that's
don't
his
make me
world.
answer this properly because you know what I'm gonna say.
Yes, I know.
Should I say it? Why not? I will stomp on that baby's head.
You can't say that.
I'm sorry, but I would. I. I don't. I'm not gonna kill myself for the world. Are you mad? But also, I have an instinct of self preservation, don't I? Every human does. So, stomp that fucking baby.
I mean, we all were babies at one
What
point.
would you do, Trent? Would you kill yourself or stomp the baby?
I mean, I don't want to be on this world as it is. It's just a free way to go, isn't it?
Is there even like any incentive to doing this? What if I do nothing? What happens then?
Well, then you get to watch the world burn.
I'll just do that then. Fuck it. Why stomp one baby when I could take out what a couple million at once? Can't say that. God. Moving on swiftly.
Um,
Queen has COVID, didn't she? Not sure how that happened. The immortal herself. And what's his name? What's her son's name? Is it William?
I have no idea.
The something of Wells. Whoever he is, he was in the news for some reason as well. I'm not
Charles?
sure why. Charles, that's it. He was in the news for something. Oh, he like upped security or something like that in one of the houses at like Windsor or something.
I don't think we're live anymore.
What? Here we are.
Are we?
Yeah.
Because on here it said 9 minutes ago.
Well, it's still here.
Oh,
Don't
okay,
worry.
yeah.
I've got it covered. Don't worry.
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to be like, I'm trying to be a good
Don't
co-owner, you
worry
know?
about it. I've got it covered.
You're always complaining about how no one else helped you. I'm trying to help.
Yeah, but the thing is about Twitch is that sometimes it says your stream is down on Twitch, but you look at your OBS and whatnot, and it's still there, so it's fine.
Oh,
Because
okay.
usually, I don't know why, but usually it just cuts out certain people's things, or it just freezes it and they got to refresh. I don't know. To be fair, like Twitch, I like Twitch a lot, and I am trying to become a Twitch partner, but it is very
Nudge, nudge,
flawed.
wink, wink.
Follow me, follow me. Do it now. But it's got a lot of flaws, to be fair. Not that like
Yes, it
YouTube streaming doesn't, and like, obviously Mixer had a lot of flaws because that's been shut down. But yeah,
The hell's Mixer?
it was Microsoft's streaming platform, and it's the funniest story if you don't know. Um,
No.
didn't last very long. Basically, they were like one of the biggest sponsors for Forza Horizon 4. Like everywhere in the main hub, it's like the name is everywhere.
Yeah.
It shut down not long after paying Ninja $50 million to exclusively stream on their platform. So he left Twitch, went to Mixer. About a couple of weeks later, Mixer shut down. He went back to Twitch anyway and got to keep the 50 mil. Biggest bag in the world, honestly. He got paid 50 mil to stream on a shitty platform for about 2 weeks. And he got to go back to his Twitch anyway.
Man,
Absolutely amazing. I don't know, how did you not know about
I just don't really look anything else but Florida cases.
that? Right, give us a Florida case. What's happened?
But I can't really give you any Florida cases because you told me they were all deemed inappropriate.
Well, some of the ones you were saying earlier were like, eh. You want to talk about, what was it, Snapchat? Something on there? I'm intrigued. I'm actually been thinking about it. I want to know what you're talking about because I ain't got a clue.
You just tried phoning me, but I chose you instead. Are you happy?
Who?
My nan.
Ah! Fuck you! Can't say that.
You know, if you put in Google your birthday and then Florida, or Florida case and then your birthday, it comes up with funny stuff.
Okay, let's see. Let's have a look. What's my birthday? I've forgotten.
What do you mean you've forgotten your birthday?
Was it birthday then Florida?
Uh, I don't think it matters. It's just
Florida, man.
got to put Florida in it.
Oh, wait, American dates are different, aren't they? What did Florida man do on your birthday? What did he do? Let's have a look. Florida man beats ATM, says it gives too much cash. What? Okay, well, a Florida man beat up an ATM because it's giving him too much cash.
I can't find it now, but my one when I first did it, um, it was Florida man chases tornado to spike up his hair.
I'm
So
not gonna say that's stupid, but that is very redneck, isn't it? It's like, oh no, my hairdryer broke. Let me just go check this tornado real quick. I mean, if it works, fair play. It's not like that's why is that? What was he arrested? He must have been,
what?
right? For it to be a Florida man, he must have been arrested. How do Americans do their dates? It's like month first, right? I'm just searching it again.
Everyone loves Florida man. Everyone. It's just. I mean, what was another one that I read? Florida man jailed for putting bananas on people's heads or something like that.
For putting bananas on people's heads.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
here's another one about a hurricane. Shirtless Florida man travels to Myrtle Beach to take on Hurricane Florence.
Oh, we apologise, but this website is not regulated to this country. I am being blocked by an European news site. Was Brexit that bad that I can't even look at Europe news?
Yes, yes, it is.
Oh, the headline is Florida man hit dad in the face with pizza after learning he helped, and I don't know.
He's okay. Looks like the Hunchback of Notre Dame, though.
God damn. I can't believe I've just been blocked on a bloody website, a news website. Absolutely ridiculous.
You've been blocked.
It said you've been blocked. This is only for people in like. I was like, what? Very rude, I will say. European Union, you better sort it out. I demand it now.
So you wanted to talk about the Queen has COVID.
Yeah, she does. I forgot what I wanted to say. I had a funny joke though, and it's gone.
The snail gave up chasing her, so the virus is on its way.
What snail? You keep saying snail, and it's driving me crazy. What fucking snail?
The snail.
What snail?
The snail.
What snail?
Okay, basically, there was this massive trend on TikTok where it was an ultimatum basically. So you have the option to either live out your life normally, or you can be the richest. Like you can have money and money, money for years and years and years. Like never lose any money. You could be the ultimate rich. Like you're set for thousands of millions of years, and have immortality. But the downfall is that you've got a snail chasing you, and if that snail touches you, you die.
Well, see, snails can't open doors. Snails can't open windows. Snails can't get through small cracks. They've got a shell. I'll take the money, thanks. And the best part is, I'll buy a farm with it, so that snail will probably get crushed by a tractor at some point.
The snail is also immortal.
Oh, well, at that point, I'll trap him in a jar. Like, it's not... What? It's not a hard question. I'll catch it. I'll put it in a glass box. Like...
You're taking the money.
I'm taking the money. I will design a glass box display case I can carry on me and go, this snail, older than you think it is, yeah? 700 years old. Like, how? That's a stupid ultimatum. Whoever came up with that is an idiot. Trap the snail. It cannot do anything. It's a fucking snail. Was it
But
just
anyway,
slime
yeah.
on its box? Jesus Christ.
The reasons why, because the Queen is quote unquote immortal, she can't die. People are saying that she took the better too. And it makes it even funnier because a news article came out saying that a snail within like a 6-foot tungsten ball had been discovered. Then you had a picture of the Queen sweating.
Damn. Do you know what tungsten is?
What?
Do you know what tungsten is?
No.
It's an incredibly dense metal.
Oh.
Yeah. So... But the Queen's not that rich though, is she?
She's immortal.
But if like the royal family's estimated net worth about 100 million, which is a lot of money, but you think about the royal family, it's not a lot.
I guess.
Obviously, they've got a constant influx of cash all the time.
Don't they get like 5p for everything we spend?
I don't know. That's probably just tax, Trin. They can't take all the tax money.
I mean, they can. They used to.
Yeah, they used to, which is why a lot of kings and queens got, what's that word? Oh yeah, beheaded. Yeah, there's a reason why we don't do that anymore. Oh, actually, you want to know a funny subject?
Sure.
Now, bear with me till I finish, but King Henry VIII, I think it was, made being gay, basically, or sex with a man, or sex with a woman, or the same gender, illegal, only so he could have more control than the church. That was the only reason he did it.
So he's the reason to blame.
Yes, but at the same time, he only did it to get over on somebody, which in my book is a win. Like, how petty have you got to be that you're a king, and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna make this thing illegal because it says that you can't do it in the Bible, but you can do it, so I'm gonna make it completely illegal to do it.
The Bible actually says, "Thou shalt not love a boy. A man shall not love a boy."
Yeah, I know what the Bible actually says, but you know how people are.
So the Bible was actually saying
Don't be a little
pedophilia is wrong.
nonce.
Yeah, don't be a nonce.
Well, yeah, I don't know. People misread the Bible all the time. I'm just
And
waiting
those
for the day they discover that it was just some guy that first discovered weed, and he was just high up his ass writing a book. So, oh, this was how I was born. Basically, my mom walked from, like, this place to fucking Bethlehem or some shit, and gave birth in a manger. Bunch of animals around, and then an angel came down and gave him my name. It was wild. Like, that sounds like a guy that's just smoked a bit too much and just started writing. Am I wrong?
Yes. Well, no, you're not.
Exactly.
But yes, you're quite correct.
I have someone who could back up this. I'll ask him later. I'll see what he thinks.
Okay. I mean, I'm all for letting people with their religions and stuff. Like, you can have your religion. I fully support the fact that you are Christian or um, Jewish or any of those religions. But it's not going to stop me from having my own opinion about why these religions could be wrong.
But there's a lot of stuff in religion, like especially the Bible and whatnot, you could explain.
Yes.
And then obviously there's a lot of things. Like, I get why a lot of people would believe in God, because it's like, the Big Bang doesn't really make sense, right? If you don't know how much you think you know. If you tell somebody basically the universe was created by there was nothing and then some stuff went together and went bang, now there's everything, that doesn't really make sense to somebody, does it? But if you say, yeah, basically God, this guy in the sky created it all, that makes a little bit more sense. Then, like, it came from nowhere. But obviously, if you don't know the full science...
I'm still very confused about the Big Bang. They say there was nothing, but
well,
there is
I
a theory that
explain
says
it.
it was like a restart in the universe. There
So,
wasn't Earth before this.
The universe, and this is not a fact, so don't quote me on anything, anybody. But as from what I know, and from what I've learned and read and watched, the universe is forever expanding. It keeps going, keeps going. It can only go so far. Once it reaches the furthest point, this will be in trillions of years, by the way, anywhere near to now. But it will keep expanding, keep going, until it can't. Then it'll start coming back. Once it gets back, everything's getting destroyed as it comes back. And that's basically what the Big Bang is. It pulls everything back together. There's still particles and shit. Particles bang into each other eventually, and bang, it happens all over again. There's a theory that it has happened multiple times already.
Yeah.
And also, Elon Musk said, if it took the human race just 10,000 years longer to advance, we would never have existed. Just 10,000 years. Which, on the cosmic scale, is nothing.
Fair enough.
Isn't that crazy? 10,000 years from, like, that close to never being existed. Like, ever. Intelligent life wouldn't exist on this planet.
This podcast just got very dark.
That's not dark, that's really interesting. 10,000 years. Really weird. Anyway, tell me about this Snapchat stuff you're on about, because I want you to tell me.
It's really weird. So, let's go with the one I find the most funniest. I find it really, really bad when someone snaps me and starts flirting with me and stuff without asking my age.
That's quite bad.
There's kids on these platforms. You don't know who you're talking to.
To be fair, there shouldn't be kids on these platforms.
I know there shouldn't, but there is.
Yeah, but there is.
And so I just got fed of it one day, and I was letting him talk to me like this, and then he started showing me pictures and stuff of you know what, and I snapped, and I was like, "Do you know how old I am?" And he's like, "What?" I was like, "Do you know how old I am?" He was like, "No, how old are you?" I was like, "Exactly, I could have been 12. How do you feel like you could have been a pedophile, a nonce?" He's like, "Oh, I'm not a pedophile, a nonce." But I was like, "But you didn't know that. You didn't know that. So from now on, you're a pedophile. You're a nonce. I'm going to call you that from now on." And he just got really offended and stuff like that.
Well, it deserves it, really. It shouldn't be saying unsolicited things to anybody.
It got to a point where I kind of feel like he was, because he started saying these really weird things, like he had been texting young girls. And he had been through this before.
Yeah, that
so
sounds like a nonce.
Yeah, I blocked him immediately. He's like, no. No, thank you.
Yeah, but yeah, we do need to try and stop kids from getting on platforms, though. Really.
Well, not stop them from getting on platforms, just letting them be there when they're ready.
Yeah, when they're 18.
When they're 18. You do realize TikTok is only like you have to be 12 to be on TikTok. And
Yeah,
Discord, I believe,
but
is
have you
13.
seen like a lot of the stuff on TikTok?
Yeah, I will admit that
I
that
mean,
out
there
went
was a
at it.
video going around of a guy blowing his head off. Like,
Eric showed me that video.
of
I don't
course,
like it.
of course he did. I watched it as well. But still, like, that shit would have fucked up a lot of kids permanently.
He was streaming it as well, so it
Yeah,
wasn't just on TikTok, it was on stream.
yeah.
That poor dog behind him, god
And then you've
damn.
got like, 10, 12-year-olds on there, and then you've got like these 20-year-olds crying about depression and how life is terrible. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you have your problems, but you cannot influence young kids telling them that life is terrible and there's no point because they've not even started theirs, and now they want to kill themselves. This is the
Yeah.
dark turn of the podcast, but it is true. I know plenty of people that said, "Oh, I want to kill myself because blah blah blah." It's like, mate, you've not even gone through half the shit I know some people have gone through, and you're still crying like a little bitch. And it's like the
Like it's
stupidest reasons. It's like, oh, because my dad doesn't like me. Not everyone's gonna like you in life. Sometimes parents don't like their kids. But the point is, the stage is from like 18 to 25. If your life's not got better between then, I don't know. Maybe then you can discuss it.
I'm 18. I will admit this world is a very nice world. It's a very good planet. There are very lovely people on here. But I am very tired of being a human being. That's all I'm about. I don't want to be human anymore.
I want to be a fourth dimensional being and control your minds.
I would rather be a dog than a human, I'm not gonna lie.
The life of a dog does seem more interesting, doesn't it? Like, you're allowed to just frolic in a field butt naked as much as you want.
It's
And
random women.
you know when you're hungry, you know when you're thirsty, you know when you're annoyed. It's not like secret emotions that sneak up on you. A dog knows everything. And you can smell cocaine through like a wall. And like you can smell cancer and whatnot, but cocaine.
You can protect people.
I'm just like a crackhead. Cocaine. Dogs are amazing, aren't they?
Yeah.
Because you got what sniffer dogs, which yeah they get addicted to drugs, but you need them.
They get addicted to drugs.
They do. The dogs have to get retired because they're addicted to cocaine and heroin or whatever. Because they have to actually sniff it to find it. So when they're training them, they let them sniff cocaine. So basically, these dogs are doing lines and getting away with it. Pug would love to be a dog.
Doing lines.
Yeah, that's what they do. They have to actually give the dog like little bits of fucking weed or something to sniff it, bit of cocaine, have a little sniff, so they can learn the
So
smell.
Brutus, how's your payday today? Oh, it's good, man. It's good. Good. Where's Penelope? She's doing the training, we've just been through
She's
it.
doing the training now. Wink, wink. You know what I mean? God. And then they retire them, don't they? And then they like send them off because they can't smell anymore. And they're like, "Oh, you're useless. Goodbye."
You're useless.
But you've got dogs that know like when you need to take your diabetes shot, and like when you've got cancer, or
Yeah.
when you need to have a rest. It's like, how the fuck do they know this stuff? We don't even know.
They've got like 100 times better smelling.
Yeah, their smelling is incredibly good. But the fact they can smell when like your blood pressure drops or something like that.
What did my teacher tell me? They have 4 tubes in their nose. They have 2 just for smelling, and then 2 that goes connects to their lungs. So we only have 1 smelling. Why do you keep muting yourself?
Blow my nose.
Oh, so we unlike dogs, we have 1 for smelling. I believe it goes straight to our lungs as well. But dogs have 4. That's from what. Don't quote me on that. That's what I think I've learned from my animal course. I don't know.
All I've discovered in life is that teachers are actually idiots, so I wouldn't take their word on it. I've never learned anything from school. I'm saying that, by the way. and I don't plan on. I want one child. I want one boy, and I don't plan on sending him to school.
Right.
Why? Why
I
should
mean,
I?
private school is good.
No, I don't plan. I don't plan on sending them to school at all. I'll teach them myself.
Homeschool.
Well, it won't be official. I'll just do it. My mom taught me everything I know. I know I've learned nothing from school. The school didn't teach me how to cook. It didn't teach me how to drive. I knew how to drive before I had driving lessons. My mom taught me everything. I know how to maintain and grow a whole garden of like fruit and veg, flowers and grass and whatnot because I've just been doing it with my mom. And it's like they didn't teach you that at school because you don't really know how to grow grass. But I think you should know skills like that.
They don't teach you how to grow grass in school, kids.
Yeah,
So go
but
to Infected. He'll teach you
I
all
will
the way.
teach you. The feeling you get when you look at because one of my gardens, my garden now is disgusting. It's just muddy dirt and it's all runny and like nasty and it's full of dog shit. But once it warms up a bit, the grass will grow back and it look amazing. I don't know.
You,
I get good satisfaction from doing a nice garden.
are you hearing yourself?
Yes, I'm not crazy. I like gardening. It's nice. I'm planning on planting some.
Growing grass.
Yes, you have to grow grass. Grass is quite hard to maintain, Trin.
Grass.
Yes. I'm also talking about plant. I've got 3, 4 trees that I planted. They're growing
Grass is
fine.
an innuendo thingy for weed.
Oh yeah, I also grow weed, but I'm talking about grass. That's in my attic. I'm talking about what's in my garden.
Jesus Christ.
You were fishing for that, weren't you? But yeah, gardening is amazing. Everyone should know basic gardening skills. I mean, I want to buy a farm, so my son would be working on the farm anyway. So, which is a business, which basically means from like a young age he'll be learning business. That's better than what any school could teach you. Unless you go to business school, obviously, then like, yeah, but that's money.
Um. Oh, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. I've just blanked out. Have you ever walked into a room knowing what you need to get, but as soon as you walk into that room, it's like you've forgotten everything your life has come to?
Trent, I did that like 2 minutes ago.
Like, why did I walk into this particular
You know when
room
I
for?
went AFK for 2 minutes before we started? Because I went downstairs to get something. Completely forgot what I wanted to get. I still don't know what I want to get. I think I might want to get a drink, but I don't know.
What's more annoying though is if you walk to where you need to get something, forget you need to get it, walk back to where you previously were, and then immediately remember again.
I think my mum does that, you know, but she just forgets every time she gets there. Because she goes and looks for the car key and is like, I've lost it again. Can you put the spare key back? And the spare key, I put it back where it goes. It's on top of the egg box, right? And the other key's there. Both keys are kept in the same place. I can't find the other key. It's right fucking there. Like, I swear you're just going crazy or something.
Crazy. Oh, I have a funny story for you.
Go on.
So I don't normally act and stuff around my family, but it was a good opportunity, and I was so young I had to take it. I was so innocent as well, so no one suspected a thing. So, do you know how mud can be really sticky and it can grab you?
Right. Where's this
So,
going?
this way. I was walking through the trees and stuff with my aunt, but I call her my nan, so Nan Mary and Nan Pauline, and my cousins. And I had this stick, and I put the stick in the mud to see how big it was, took it out. I saw that it could engulf my foot, but I wouldn't be stuck. So I put my foot in, and I stayed there. And I shouted to my nans, I'm stuck, help me. In
Uh,
which they turned around, saw that I was quote unquote stuck, went to help me, and as Marion was pushing behind me and everyone else was pushing in front of me.
Do you mean someone was pulling? Because if you're both pushing, that doesn't
Marion was
work.
pushing me, and then my other family members in front of me were pulling me. And of course, I'm stood here pretending to still be stuck, going against everyone pushing me and pulling me. And then I see Marion push too hard, so I just get out. And Marion goes face first into this mud.
You're just an asshole.
My life.
Just an asshole.
Needless to say, the walk had to be cut short because Marion had to go home and take a shower.
Oh, I wonder why. Folks got dog shit all over their face.
We
I,
did see a horse though, so that was good.
oh, if you see a horse, it's a good day anyway. I got a similar story to that. I don't know if it was when I was little or when my mum was pregnant with me, but she got stuck at the beach in the sand.
I'm listening.
Oh, so the thing dropped a little bit there. But she, I don't. She got
Sorry, you were talking like Quicksilver there.
what?
You you went really weird. It was like you were talking like Quicksilver,
Oh, it must have lagged a little bit.
rapping bars.
Shut up. But yeah, I don't know if I was little or she was pregnant with me. But she got stuck in the sand at the beach, and it's like her full leg.
Yeah.
She had to be pulled out.
Oh
And
damn.
I think she's like genuinely terrified of the fucking sand now, like when it's sinking. Because we were walking up, took my dog to the beach like a couple weeks ago, just to let him have a run around. He never got off the lead though, because there's too many dogs. But she was like, "Oh, it's sinking. We should move back up the beach." I was like, "No, it's fine," because it was literally leaving footprints. It wasn't that bad. We also realized that my dog is so light that he doesn't leave footprints in sand, so
Right.
need to fatten him up a little bit. To be fair, he is like a racing hunting dog, so they're not particularly fat, but he's a bit skinny right now.
Oh, okay.
I
That's
think
fair.
you're supposed to be able to see 3 ribs. I can see like 6. But he doesn't eat properly.
Really underfed.
He's not underfed. We give him like those big like blobs of meat. They're like cylinders of like meat. We give him those.
Yeah.
We give him treats all the time. We give him he got food all the time. He just doesn't eat. If you give him like the food in his mouth, like a horse, he'll eat it, but he won't eat out of the bowl. And no, he's really weird. And he eats like we give him other things as well, like little bits of meat and whatnot. I gave him some steak once. He loved that. Never given it him again though.
Anyway.
It was a little, occasionally when you get a steak, you get a little bit of scrap meat. It's not really, it's quite hard to chew, so I gave it to him.
You sound like the witch from Hansel and Gretel.
What? I
It's
want
not there yet, but we'll get it there.
Oh, aye. Another stone and a half, and I'll eat him. He does weigh like 40 kilos though, so he's not exactly a little dog. That's a fairly heavy dog.
Yeah,
But yeah, pretty cool.
poor dog. I mean, my dog's just fat as hell. You know, this poor woman. So, I'm walking my dog, all right, and I didn't think she was that fat. She was just chubby, and so I was walking her, and this kid came up to the fence and was like, "Oh my God, it's a dog! Can I stroke her?" And blah blah blah. And the mum came up, and I was like, "You know what? Sure, Millie's friendly. She's not going to hurt anyone." We went up to these people. And as the kid was stroking Millie and stuff, the first thing the mum asked me is, "When is her due date?"
Fucking hell.
I was like, "What?" She was like, "When's the puppies due? I would love to have one." I was like, I would take your contacts if she was
You can
pregnant.
have one of her shits when she takes it. Oh. Do people actually like? Because I saw what was his name? I saw on YouTube trending. What's his name? Joey something, a Minecraft YouTuber. Joey.
Not Joey Sugg.
Josepha? Is that how you say it?
Josepha, maybe.
He's a Minecraft YouTuber from years ago, and I saw his thing on trending, and he was taking his dog to get a scan. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't think you could get your dog scanned.
Of course, you can get your dog scanned.
I didn't know that. Every time
They
my cat's
scan
been pregnant, I just
dog.
guessed. You know how do you take your dog to get scanned? That must cost in America what, $5,000? Like fucking hell. Take what? It's ridiculous.
It costs money anywhere. Pets are expensive.
Yeah, no, my mum didn't pay the vet because we took our Overcan because he had a massive cut on his face. It wasn't healing.
Yeah.
He's fine now though. He's old as fuck. He's got a sideways. I'll send you a picture later. But we took him in. He got checked up. Blah blah. Blah, had some whatever. I think he had some antibiotics for a bit. And then they said bring him back in for a checkup. My mum took that as we'll check on him in a couple of days. She didn't want to pay him because in her mind you don't pay for a checkup. They're just checking on it. So
Right.
my mum's like, if I knew they were gonna charge me, I wouldn't have took him. So she's refused to pay them, and they've just given up trying. To be fair, I think we're keeping 2 cats, and they're both girls. These kittens. So we're gonna be taking 3 cats in there to get neutered. So that is like 400 quid. They can't really complain, can they?
Nigerians vets are like the stuff they use are expensive.
Yeah, but it's not that expensive. They're charging 125 quid for a checkup. Like to just once over your cat and see what's wrong with him. I don't know. I don't think we trust vets that much though, really. Because we took our old cat in, Missy. We took her in. She had tumor on the back of her head. We took her in to get checked, see if there's anything we can do. And they said, yeah, we could do it, and they just put her down anyway. And my mum wasn't expecting that. And that's why she refuses to take the cat that we took in before in, because he's got a sideways jaw and his whole spine is sideways. That's how he was born, and he's got a tooth hanging out his face, and he's missing most of his teeth because he got hit by a car or something. I don't know. So my mum reckons I'll put him down and she takes him in, and I reckon they will as well. So we're not taking him into the vet. But to be fair, he's fine. He just keeps getting in fights. He's got a big cut on the back of his head right now, but he's fine. That healed up in like 3 days. It's ridiculous. But what was it?
Right.
Coconut oil stops the bacteria.
I can't eat coconut. It's disgusting.
I know, but you just rub a bit of coconut oil on his cuts. He'd be fine. Coconut oil is like a miracle thing because these kittens, because my cat's a slag, she's got an STD of like leaky eye where their eyes leak. So obviously every kitten has that. So we just rub some coconut oil in their eyes when they start to open them because they'll get stuck together and be all nasty, and then they're fine.
Oh, okay.
Coconut oil is actually incredible, and you can use it to cook as well. Pretty cool.
I was going to say something, but I completely blanked again. Am I that tired? God damn.
I was going to say something too. When you're talking about your fat dog, it reminds me of this huge brown Labrador. He's massive. He must weigh 15 stone. He is huge. I'll get you a picture of him at some point. I'll have to show you. He's absolutely massive.
I want a picture. God damn.
It looks like, you know them, Iceland, right? They have those chocolate rolls.
Which one's Iceland? Iceland is the one that's green, right?
No, that's Morrison's. It's a bit posher than Iceland's.
Oh, we're actually talking about shops.
Yeah.
I thought. Oh, okay, never mind.
Iceland's. They got those chocolate swirl things.
Yeah.
He looks like that. Just a dog, massive. It's funny as fuck, and he like waddles because he's so heavy. It's amazing. And
God
also,
damn.
there's a fat husky where I take my car to get serviced. He's amazing. Anyway, what are you goddamning about?
I yawned. Have you ever looked down the side of your friends list and actually read their bios?
Some of them, yeah.
One of mine says, selling my penis on Craigslist.
What? Is that Eric?
No, that's Tentacle Therapist.
I don't know who that is.
That's my best friend's little sister.
I like looking at Daniel's, the admin in my server.
Yeah.
He changes his all the time to like different things. It's quite interesting to look at. Sometimes you can tell if he's happy or if he's still really depressed by his bio. He's offline right now and I can't find him, but still. And he puts stuff in like Latin and shit. He's quite a smart guy, to be fair. Very smart. And I think he does Spanish sometimes as well, which I can read some of. So.
Can you?
I can read and speak a little bit of Spanish. Yeah. Not enough to pass, but.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Trin, we've had this conversation before.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
I'm just gonna ignore you. My brother's fluent in Spanish. I can.
That is like a
Hola, ¿cómo
genuine
estás?
phrase.
Hello. Yes, whatever.
Hello, how
Yes,
are you?
yes, yes. But my brother was fluent in it. He's not anymore. He
I
went.
want to be fluent in enchantment table.
Shut the fuck up.
I do.
You can't speak enchantment table, okay?
No, you can write it.
What the fuck? Why?
Or Enderman, actually. I can read. This is going to sound really nerdy of me. I can read Unknown.
What?
It's a Pokemon. I'll show you a picture.
Ah, don't worry. So you can read this Pokemon text.
Uh, I can read the Pokemon known as Unknown, yes.
How do you read a?
Basically, they're a bunch of symbol like creatures. Like they all have their own different patterns. So A looks different to Q, but they're the same Pokemon. They just have different
I mean,
type.
A and Q are different letters, so only makes
But
sense.
they make up the tablets in the ruins and stuff like that, and I can actually read them.
God, you're a fucking massive nerd, aren't you?
Yes,
God.
yes, I am, and I'm proud of it.
I mean, yeah, it's you. That's I mean, other Pokemon nerds might not be able to do that, and you have a flex on them.
I think most Pokemon nerds can read Unknown. I'm not gonna lie.
What is the You might know. What's the big deal about old Pokemon cards?
Old Pokemon.
Yeah, old Pokemon cards. Why are they so expensive? Because I've got a massive
Because
stack of shinies in my attic.
from which one?
What?
From which one?
I don't
Which
know.
one are you talking about?
Like, why are
Which
Pokemon cards worth so much now? Like, what? Logan Paul has a Pokemon card worth 100 grand. Randolph has ones that are worth 10 grand. Like,
Just because it's such a big card game, really. And the collectors want certain cards, therefore these cards go up in price. And if they go up in price, and basically stay that price, like Ancient Mew, which only 30 of whatever made, no, only 150 were ever made, and 10 were given out to the first 10 people who went to the cinemas to watch the first Pokemon movie. Those are worth a lot.
that makes no sense.
Unfortunately, Mum did have one until she broke my stuff, so I ripped hers.
You just made her lose 100 grand.
Yeah,
I would beat the shit out of you.
she almost did.
I'm not surprised.
I grabbed her card and I just ripped it. Apparently.
I should have a look for
Or
my
was it?
attic
Did
then,
I
because
put
I've
it
got
in
a lot up there.
water? I did one of the two. I either put it in water and then ripped it, or I just ripped it outright.
You probably ripped it and then put it in water because you're a psycho. 100 grand? Think not. Fucking hell. You're mental.
I am. She broke my favorite calculator.
You have a calculator, so you broke 100 grand. Oh my god.
I was like 5. I didn't know it was 100 grand.
Well, it wouldn't have been 100 grand then. It's only recently, isn't it? I don't know.
And
And
then,
you got the NFT bullshit as well. That's stupid as fuck.
what else did I do to my mum's prized possession? There is a Barbie doll that goes for about maybe 150, 250 now. That my mum kept in the box to keep it safe so that she could sell it when it got big. And my nan, when I was a baby, because she wanted me to stop crying, gave me the Barbie doll.
Wow. Fact. Barbie dolls, damn. Having I don't think we had ever. All I remember having in this household is like the crappy like B&M dolls my sisters had. I don't know if we ever actually had on brand. I know my little sister has them because she's spoiled, but I don't think any of the old. I hate that. By the way, I keep saying this, but stop spoiling the new kids. It's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, my little brother, is 10, right?
Yeah,
So there's almost a 10-year gap between us.
yeah.
And he's got an Xbox One S when he asked for it. He even got my computer when he asked for it, my old one. He didn't use it, so I took it off of him. He's got a tablet. His dad's getting him an iPhone at 10. Do you know what I had at 10? Fuck all. I shared an Xbox 360 with my brother. It took me 2 years to get an Xbox One. I got a second generation.
Yeah.
I've had an iPhone now for only 4 or 5 years. And it was an iPhone 4S that I got off my brother. And my mom didn't even want me to have it. Absolutely ridiculous. At 10, I might have got my first Nokia brick. Which I've probably lost. Ridiculous. Stop spoiling the kids.
A Nokia brick. I love those things.
I've still got mine somewhere. I can't find the charger though. I really, really want to play Snake. My high score was incredibly high on there. I want to see if there's a way I can plug it into my PC and stream it, because that would be hilarious. Just streaming Snake. I could
You
sit there
can
there for
stream
hours.
Loads of people do
No,
it. They get
I mean
tons of views.
the original Snake on the phone, not the shitty PC Snake. I want to see if I can find a way to plug my phone into my PC and do it that way, because that would be so much better. But because it's such an old phone, I don't know if you can. But still, stop rambling about old stuff, because all the young generation are not going to understand.
For the young generation, how old do you think we are?
Old enough to have a difference between people that are just younger than us.
I'm not that old.
I mean, you hear people say, right? But there is a very clear divide between 03 kids and 05 kids, isn't there?
I guess,
because
yeah.
in those 2
But
years, they lost so much. I don't know, we're just cultured, I think. They're not.
We're cultured.
We are cultured. I mean, I think possibly on the day I was born, a war was declared. So, that's fun. You know who else did get a war declared? Actually, early 2000, a lot of wars were declared on a lot of people. And then
To be fair, I just don't like war in general.
You don't like war in general? Yeah, not many people are fond of it, to be fair. It might be something to do with the death and destruction. I don't know. Would you go to war if you had to?
No, but I would refuse. But I am seeing a slight increase in the probability of the four horsemen. You know, famine, death, war, and stuff like that.
You say conquest.
We've already had the virus part. Now we're at war.
With the four horsemen, because we got them on the thing. But you said conquest. Isn't that an old one? Because I swear it's war, famine, pollution, and death. That's the new four.
War, famine, conquest, and death. That's just the originals.
Yeah, but I swear conquest got replaced by pollution, because that's now worse. I might be wrong.
Right.
I might be wrong. Anyways.
Four horse.
Are you really looking that up?
Yes. Who are the four horsemen in the Bible? Conquest, war, famine, and death. Well, in the Old Testament book, Ezekiel, they are sword, famine, wild beasts, and pestilence or plague.
Okay, so there are multiple different ones. I'm not going crazy then.
Okay. Yeah.
Right then. I reckon that should do us for today. When can they expect the next episode, Trin?
I don't know. I mean, we could set it for...
You'll have to wait and see.
Every Wednesday isn't probably the best one, but we could do every Thursday if you're up for that. We should start to... Oh, sorry. Alright,
well, we'll let you know. Make sure to follow us on Instagram. Where would we say it? YouTube, probably.
Instagram, TikTok. I probably will be doing TikTok. This has been a very slow first episode, though.
Yeah.
Sorry, everyone.
Make sure to follow us, and we'll let you know when the next episode will be. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.